PK daughter, or being the minister of music daughter in the church world. But who really am I? So I think it really started like going into high school.
Yeah.
So, you go through middle school. Me and my mom even talked about this last night. The transition from me going from elementary school to middle school was kind of shaky. It was a little traumatic. I went to elementary school in a small city, and I was the only black girl in my class, like, all of those years. So then going to sixth grade, where it was like a preparatory school, but most of them were majority, African American, and it was a huge culture shock for me. So I'll probably say even in middle school, I really started to be like, okay, who am I truly?
Yeah.
Around all these people, and I didn't know what place I was supposed to be in. But then in high school, it really burst open because I was, my relationship with God got stronger, and I was, really starting to get serious about my gifts and my calling. I knew I wanted to sing for the rest of my life. I wanted to be a praise and worship leader. So trying to be a Christian in a world of non-Christians, but being in that teen bubble, seriously. Like, I want to still do this with my friends, but I know God is calling me to a different place. So what do I do? How do I do? Who am I truly? So that was a struggle I went through in high school, and then even the transition from high school and like trying to do college, and I didn't feel my place. Never really felt like I was supposed to be there. So it was like, okay, God, who am I? Like, I know I'm supposed to be doing this, in this route of things with going to school, and I love people. So I always knew I wanted to be around people, do stuff around people, but I could never find my place. So it was like, who am I? But now it's like I know exactly who I'm supposed to be. You have those days where it's, troubles come and you're like, okay, I need a reminder. Send me a reminder somewhere. But I know who I am. It was just, I think it's part of the process of, getting to the promise.
So what were some things that you did or kind of experienced, or what are some of the lessons that you learned that helped you to transition from that teen place into like finally feeling like you knew what you were called to do?
Coming from the teen bubble to, being a young adult, and now knowing like who I am truly, I really think it was just all about like my experiences and the people that God sent to me to help me, to like push me and like, speak life into me. So in high school, I really didn't have much of like a role model when it came to having this gift of singing and leading over people and being part of, mentorship groups and stuff like that. So I was kind of just winging it. My parents, they're always, been in ministry their whole lives, but they never, everybody's calling is different. So my dad and them, they could teach me, they taught me how to sing, taught me how I needed to lead worship, things like that. But I was just doing it in a different way, where my dad was like, this is between you and God, like you really just have to step out in faith and experience him for your own. So truly, that's what I did. Just kind of stepped out in high school, just keep going and kept leading. I might have failed in some areas, but I kept, just kept doing it. And then also praying for him to send me somebody. Seriously, that was like one of my prayers, like, God, I need somebody to come and just say, okay, try this, but don't do that. Okay, maybe this, but don't do that. So kept going, and then started after leaving high school, I ended up working at my church. My dad ended up becoming the youth pastor, and some things happened with the staff, so he needed some help. So ended up working, like kind of like administrating things, like going over the services and kind of like taking over like some of the youth groups and things like that. So that also helped me finding out who I truly was, because I was in ministry, like pouring into people, and it was like, okay, God, like, okay, I'm really starting to see myself, as I'm helping these people, see their selves. So as I was helping others, I was truly helping myself, which I didn't even know I was able that was a possibility. So, I started working in ministry and helping those kids and, encouraging them when in reality I was looking back at myself. And then ministry came and flourishing there. And then, mentors started coming seriously as I was just out of nowhere. Ashley Brown Lawrence was one of like the main ones. She came and just was like, girl, you got a gift. So I'm going to show you, like take you under your wing and show you how to do this, show you how to do that. And that helped me with my self-identity. Keisha Brown Cooley, another one of the greats. It's just, she's phenomenal at what she does. And so she took me under her wing and literally just showed me what I need to do. So in reality, I got into ministry and God just, opened me up and showed me who I was supposed to be.
I love that. We love Keisha over here, okay? I've known Keisha since I was a little girl. And you mentioned Ashley Brown Lawrence, who was a phenomenal psalmist, worshiper, leader, and a host of other things, right? Many people know because it went viral that she ended up suddenly getting sick. But unfortunately, for us here on earth, she did end up passing away. Yeah. What was that like for you?
Very traumatic. It was super crazy. I was just talking about to my mom about it the other day because her 1-year anniversary just passed. So me and my mom, we were talking, and my siblings, and they were saying, like, Janiah, you were just so mad. And I don't remember being mad. Like, its memories are coming back bit by pieces. I think I literally just wiped out that whole month out. So they were just like, you were just really mad, and you just walking around sad, like you were just so much weight on you. So it was very traumatic for me. Like I said, I've been praying for somebody like to come and kind of lead me on what to do, because I had no idea like where to go. I knew I wanted to sing. I knew I wanted to, lead worship. But I just felt like I needed someone here on earth to kind of lead me and show me the ropes, how to do things. So that's what she did. And and it felt like God had took my person from me, because I've been praying for that. Then you just came and took it from me. So I was very upset, very confused. I was angry, definitely angry, because even the week that she went into the hospital, I was with her the night before at a service, and we had just got prophesied to about like how we were connected and how like God is gonna take her places and you need to go with her. But me and Ashley had just been talking about that like weeks prior, so it was just like confirmation for us. And then she went to the hospital, and I'm like, she didn't come out. So it was very traumatic. Definitely an eye-opener to me for knowing that it's different seasons for different people and different things. So truly grateful that he did send her, and I was able to learn as much as I could from her. But looking back on that, I was very angry and mad and upset at the world.
So you said, okay, at the world. Who or what did you like specifically target your anger towards during that time?
My family.
Okay.
Even like my coworkers being at church. The week that she did pass, we had a youth conference, so I had to go to work the next day. Like she passed that day, and then I was like, I got to go to work because our youth conference was coming up. So I'm the youth admin, so it's like I run everything, so I have to be there to like finish last minute things. So I never really truly, during that time, I never really truly had like the time to grieve. So she passed, and I still went to work. So I was mad at everybody, whoever came my way, and definitely if you didn't do your job. So I was definitely, upset at you, because what? Now I got to come and fix it. And I am mad because my friend died. So, and my family, probably just because I was living with them, so they were trying to continue to love on me, and I didn't want to feel love, I didn't want to hear, put on your garment of praise, or I didn't want to hear that it's going to be okay. I don't want to hear none of that. You know, I really just wanted to feel my emotions. And during that time, I wasn't able to feel anything. It was just kind of like life goes on, and I didn't want it to go on. So that's definitely who I was targeting my anger towards.